coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set, ready, 30 base.
It's a party now.
Set, go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Loaded.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Deep grip.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bears take over.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
61, matchbox, lights. Go.
On first down, Thomas. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
60 outlaw.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Thomas looking deep for Gabriel, and that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Watch 84, watch 84. Single. That's single in the slot.
Greystone travel.
Check out, bro.
5.
Thomas, off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
152 fighter. Hey, Echo.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Watch the screen.
Come. They go.
Here's Thomas. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
90 Wolf.
Tackles. Alert flare. Slam.
Thomas now from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
59.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Push him back.
Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they're running with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Move. 40.
Hey, orbit.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Blue Dan. 41's coming. 41's the Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
5.
To throw is Thomas. To throw on 2nd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Here's Thomas on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go.
Topper.
Now Thomas off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Off play action. Thomas. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99. Jim.
Deep grip.
Back to throw. Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarter...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Wahoo!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Now.
Thomas throwing on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Looking to throw. Thomas. Room past the 20. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Wide. Get wide. Watch the safety creep.
Thomas now from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. This is Cohen. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, high 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You. Check.
To throw is Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Check 59. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 24, check 24. Check 37, check 37. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
On first down, it's Gurley. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Yo. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Thomas on first and 10. This one left side caught by Patterson. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
58 to Mike. I got it. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Five.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Whip. Watch the whip. 49, check 49.
Now Thomas looking to throw on second down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo.
Mike 41. Ricky. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Don't let him breathe.
Shoot.
From the gun, Thomas. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go, D.
Big rip.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Watch the screen. Check 52. Hey, check.
Let's go.
2nd and 11. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Ready, set.
The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back and into the end zone for 2 points. And with that, amazingly, they'll reclaim the lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Get it.
They run. It's Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
4-6-6, pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
61, matchbox lights.
That's another.
Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee They told him, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw here. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Protein spill.
Thomas, off play action. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, let go.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a first carry for their fullback. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
80 weapon. Go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because In football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check, 59. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Too little, Cupcake.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 59.
He's ripped.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Bristol travel.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Thomas. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
41's coming. 41's a mic. All day. Hey,
Get it.
Thomas now operating from the gun. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Here's Thomas. Being chased out left. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All day, every day, any day.
Now.
On 1st down, Thomas. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, LA. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Topper! Topper!
They'll drop to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready to go.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on,
so 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
65, 65, 65. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift, shift.
Now.
They'll set up the throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's coming.
General West.
He's coming. Double up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 2. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33.
Smooth.
16 yards.
Shoot.
To throw is Thomas. On first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
Switch, switch, switch.
Big rip. Big rip.
Here's Thomas throwing on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
60 outlaw.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Get it.
2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down. It's Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Down, 30 base. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shoot.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Cohen. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Hey, I'm coming. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Let's go.
Now Thomas to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch.
They're going to look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Thomas. Finding Gabriel complete. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch. Then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Mike is 59.
Five.
Second and 3. And his pass incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Shoot.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second. And my goodness, another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Thomas off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Off the play fake. Thomas. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 24 yards.
Come on, set. 94.
I got him.
Thomas now. Off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just twice, and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready.
Back to throw. Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go!
Ready, set.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Bravo. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Thomas. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Topper!
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to throw. Thomas. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a game they really
check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board.